Hello kind viewers, my name is 2 and welcome back to Mortal Kombat Towers. In this episode we're going to do Peacemaker. Peacemaker is just recently added, it's been out for a little week, it has been some promos on it as well. So Peacemaker, of course, like played by John Cena, we all know him as the GOAT, but he's also the DC character for Peacemaker, especially in Suicide Squad if I'm not mistaken. And he's getting a series as well. I think season 2 is in the works as well. I haven't seen it personally. I don't know much about the character until I heard he was announced on here. I only heard something about Suicide Squad 2, but don't know if he's in it or not, because I haven't followed much about DC. So, he's the recently added character in this new combat pack of the extra DLCs. And he plays kinda weird, in a sense, like, he does have some moveset similar to Omni-Man in the last video we made, in the sense that he can dash and he can jump upwards, whether it relates to his character or not, who knows. So, he does have a pistol, which you can fire approximately 3 times. Well, as you can see in the video, I'm just using it once, because I'm just, like, getting used to him. This is just a warm-up I've been using on him. You can level him up as well. You can get some more cosmetics and taunts. I do have like another helmet, which does look a little bit better. It's like a gladiator one. And I don't know how many there are for him, because he's still pretty brand new, but the taunts, there has been some good ones. It's more like, he plays more like a personality sort of guy. He's more joking. That feels like he doesn't take stuff too seriously, so he does play a bit okay. He's more good for short distance rather than long range, because other than the pistol with projectiles, it doesn't really save you a whole lot of time. It's not really a lot of, there's not really like spamming with projectiles. So, and people can predict what you're doing and can easily block you. Another move he has is dashing, which is normally his best one to like hit other people, and it's hard to predict what he's doing as well, so dashing always guarantees it. But stuff like rolling for the eagle, if you're really up close to someone, then they can easily just dodge you, but if you're like far away, then they won't expect the eagle, which goes by really fast. So this is going to be his fatality, which is, I don't know if it's a reference or anything, because I have no idea who that butterfly is. That just popped out of people's mouths. It's like too robotic as well, but it just distracts John Cena. I forgot to mention I'm using Tremor as well for the cameo, which I'm very disappointed he's not a main, because he was very good in Mortal Kombat X. It's just a bit of a letdown, he has to be a cameo, which is a bit of a piss take, to be honest, that all the good characters are in cameo. So, I'll talk about that later. So next is gonna be Kung Lao. Not bad for towers when it comes to characters. Normally the ones I really can't stand is the spam ones, so Scorpion is always hard on very hard mode. There's also Kung Lao. He's not too bad, but there's also Shang Tsung, which you'd fight towards the ending. Baraka is annoying as well. It's ones that always corners you, and they just throw off every single combination. They barely give you enough time to block. In fact, like, they never make you block or try to hit back as much as possible. It's what I said in the last video for Omni-Man. He's very quick when it comes to punching, so you can easily get out of the corner no matter what character. But when I was practicing with him, especially up against myself, he will throw all the combos at you, and you can barely like just get up, and then fixate yourself by blocking or just doing a punch. So you can barely hit them, but they can like pull all the moves when you're cornered. It's one of the main annoying things about very hard mode, but it's what you have to learn, how to progress, how to improve yourself, and just trying to get a better feel of the combinations. And of course the L1 is always a lifesaver. I always forget to do that, but it's always good when a cameo step in. Now one of his grabs he has the shield that comes out. I don't know if you saw it earlier in the gameplay. He just grabs you and whips out a shield and then hits you by the neck while throwing you on the other side. But I gotta say, this dash is always a lifesaver. It's always just good to... I try not to use it so much because I don't want it to be like cheating. I'm just like cheesing through this game, but when it works, it works. And this is a cameo fatality, which is kind of nice. They have cameos. Cameos have the fatalities. As far as I can, as far as I know, that you can customize the cameos as well, but honestly, they're quite disappointing because they have one for Tremor, but it's just a much of a lighter color for him, which I really hate. It really doesn't give you enough like customizations. Like for Rain, for example, I don't like that look of him. I just like the OG when he kind of suits like the Ermacs, the reptiles. Like he fits in that category with the same suit and style. I just don't like this mage sort of aesthetic of him. It's kind of gotta be the worst one. I mean, MK11's, it's not so bad of a look, but MKX, I did not like that one. Even if he's not in the roster, he was in the story. But Rain in this one, I get it, but they could do it better. They can keep the stuff, but I really don't like this mage look. It just makes me get turned off. I don't want to play as him. But basically all the designs in MK1 has been disappointing to me. I mean, I guess other than the traditional Sub-Zero and Scorpion, but they're just basic. There's nothing too special about it. Of course, like Cyrex, Sector, Smoke. Smoke is just an interesting choice for design. I get Cyrex and Sector trying to go for the classic look. That's basically what the cameos are, just classic looks for them. Even though I wish we had options. Like MKX, you can have like classic looks you can put on, or the modern looks, or just anything really. Like they really nailed it with the customizations. But over here, it's just like lighter color palettes. Even the ones that don't make sense, because Omni-Man, he just has a pink color to him. Like, why would I ever use that? So, of course, it's hard to fight Rain in this one, because he basically relies on projectiles. And he'll, like, put you in a bubble of water. And, of course, like, just spams, like, water stuff at you. So, you really have to get up close to him, and then just, like, throw all the punches at him. If you get too much in the distance, then that's an issue. All the times I try to pull off that move and it never works. I wanted to so bad just show you what it looks like. Another disappointing thing when it comes to design is just the women. They all just look basic as fuck. And yes, I do wish like they have more attractive looking, because why would I want to look at ugly bitches in a game? I've made a whole video about it and I still rant about it to this day, but it's only then everybody starts coming out and saying it, and we can all blame one company, it's Sweet Baby Inc. But I told you people were all about it months ago, and now people just realized it, like, hey, we're getting these ugly bitches because Sweet Baby Inc. just telling people, oh no, that's not relatable, we need some ugly ass people. Because ugly people play video games. Apparently, it's like, no, I want the Tifas, I want the, what's that new one? The one with the big ass and all that. It's all that stuff, so, it's like, it's fantasy, it's a video game, just give us nice people to look at. I'm not saying, like, Megan Fox hot, just don't give us cavemen looking women. That's all I'm asking for. So that's just a letdown. Like, all the Mortal Kombat females just look like trans, to be honest. They all just look like hideous cavemen. And it's not appealing to anyone. Like, come on, Katana, Melina, can't even make them look good looking. And Tanya, she's just the worst design. Like, this, I'm not talking about attractiveness, design-wise, she looks awful. The fact that the only good ones are the men, which doesn't make sense. Like, why make the men the most buff Giga Chad ones? If you go for that, fine. If that's just, that is fantasy. It's not relatable, it's fantasy, Giga Chad buff men, but you're gonna make women more relatable, more realistic, by making them ugly? It doesn't make any sense. So of course, for Lei Mei, I really like her movesets. I don't like fighting against her. Sometimes she has some cheap ones, but it's more like I don't like it, but it's a fair fight sort of sense. Like I learn from it, and I can't like spam the same thing over and over. She almost predicts the same moves. But this is what the special for Peacemaker. So you saw like Tremor with the rocks, and then the eagle comes in, and then he does this move. Which I apologize I didn't commentate on earlier about it. My basic movesets for jumping and then kicking doesn't really work all the time. It can work for depending on who you're against, but sometimes if they have like an up attack, then you're just screwed, because when it comes to CPUs, they automatically know what you're doing. So you can't like let that happen all the time. So I think at this point I would want to talk about just like the downfall of Mortal Kombat, honestly, because I think all the MK fans should admit that this game is disappointing from the get-go. It only just got crossplay, like I'm talking recently, like even though the game dropped 7 months ago. It's just the lack of people coming back to this game is insane. I did have people who got this game on Steam, but we couldn't play with each other because cross-platform didn't exist back then, which is insane. So Peacemaker versus Peacemaker, so this is gonna be a fun one. But like I said, how did Street Fighter 6 got crossplay on release, and of course Tekken 8 got it as well. Even MK11 had crossplay on release, but no one, MK1, I don't know what they were thinking, have it like just recently, and it's been 7 to 8 months. Unbelievable. So when you're like seeing Peacemaker up against you like this, and it's a bit of a, it shows like more potential movesets you can use. Like the upper one where it looks like he shot a flute at you to do poison. He does have some questionable abilities and weapons. I don't understand what his style is. I know he's the symbol of freedom, hence the name Peacemaker, but it's just crazy. All these what I think MK1 is a bit of a letdown, especially when it comes to these DLC characters. It's weird because we can't get them because they're all locked, and they want to release them when they feel like it. I mean, you can get the combat pack, but even then it's just you're forced to wait. They release it till they feel like it, like it's Fortnite. But only 3 has come out, and honestly, no one really cares besides Omni-Man. They're just pulling a Fortnite idea of releasing it like seasons or battle pass. Just after a few months, they'll drop the next one. And their store is really stupid. Like, you buy skins that don't look good at all. At least Fortnite is free, but MK1 on release, that was like $80. And there's 0 content after that week's story. So honestly, no one cares for Homelander now. Even though he's not out, it's just, it was cool at first with the trailer, but the idea of waiting for so long, it's just stupid. Like, who even cares for Homelander next? And the best characters are only cameos. And we can't even play as them. To me, I don't think anyone cares for MK1 guest characters. Honestly, MKX had great DLC, and even MK11, I didn't even like that game, but they have good guest characters. Even though they already have to force DC characters in their games, like the Joker, and now Peacemaker. But ever since they did the MK versus DC game, which was just a mess of its own, but I will say, out of all the games, MKX had the great characters, because they had all the horror games. And I wish the only complaint, I wish they put Freddy Krueger in it, like they did with MK9. And of course, OG Kratos in MK9, it fits so well in the series. And of course, my boy Spawn in MK11, I wished they were reoccurring characters. It begs the question, who even asked for Peacemaker? Because everyone demanded for Spawn, so who's been asking for Peacemaker? Because Omni-Man is one thing, And Homelander is a cool idea, even though we don't have him yet. What, for not another 15 months. But Peacemaker, he's just that middle child. Like, nobody really asked for it. I mean, it's alright, I guess, but his movesets aren't too special in my opinion. It's just, he's literally the guest character. He's nothing really what everybody will beg for in the next game or the next few years or so. I'd rather have them bring back characters that we haven't seen in years, that nobody would know about. It's only for the OG fans out there, so if they did that instead of like random celebrities and cameos, then I would be sorted. I would love that. But it's just a shame that this whole idea of having us wait just so they would think, oh, people would still play the game and not like bin it off after a couple of days. It's just, it doesn't work. Especially like telling us, oh, there's one character you might like and another one, but the rest, nothing. It's already a letdown from the get-go. Homelander is just, nobody's gonna care at this point when he comes out. Everyone liked Omni-Man at the time, and then it just got over quick, like 1 or 2 more days. I don't think anyone was that hyped for Peacemaker in my opinion, especially when I was playing him. He wasn't that interesting, it's not worth trying to main. Omni-Man would make sense, he was just more of an easy type of character, more OP in my opinion. But he was just nothing. He's the middle child. And I'll say I wish Mortal Kombat just does something better. I know. I said it all the time, MK9 has the best. Is the best in the modern gaming. I said this before, MK9 is the best for modern MK games. And then MKX would be secondary. And then I can't believe I'm saying this, but MK11 is better than MK1. So the list is literally in order 9, 10, 11, and 12. I said 12 is 1. Of course, Shang Tsung is just that one spammer. He just throws everything onto you, so you just make sure you have to remember to block. And you just, after that, he's just piss easy. Especially if you have flying moves or teleportation, you just get to him quickly. I can't believe that hit. He was too far away for that, but I'm glad it happened. And there we go. Those towers for Peacemaker. I don't know what I'm going to do if I want to continue the towers with the other characters, because it's not other than Ermac, which I want to make another video, but not towers. I would want to do online or something, or just show him off, because he's been one of my mains in MKX. I would love to show him off, but Homelander, if you guys want to, I would love to like show him off. It doesn't have to be towers, it can't be anything else really, but it's an idea. And then if you guys want me to do Tekken videos or Street Fighter again, I would love to do that. Just want to see what else we can do fighting game wise. I would definitely pick up Dragon Ball FighterZ. I would love to do some modding for it. I think that we will have a lot of fun with that, so hell, we could get some modding done for any fighting games, even if they are emulators. I can do that. So that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you want next, and my name is twelfth for Oscar, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a good day. Bye bye.